This is Osmond. This is Jimmy. This is you.
How are you?
I would say that we finally have a park that's catching up with a really great community. With that, I want to thank and introduce some very, very important people. I'd like to thank Dr. Leslie Riccadelli from Lely High School, right there. I'd like to thank Mr. Paul Ruby, Assistant Principal from Lely High School. These are the folks that have brought us today the phenomenal Lely High School drumline that you heard playing. And also the Junior ROTC, which will lead our flag ceremony. So thank you very much. Special thanks to Michael A. Hart, Senior Army, Junior ROTC instructor also. Got one more special group to thank, and that is, I would like to thank Tammy Stewart, principal of Parkside Elementary School, and also Mr. Tom Jenner, the counselor from Parkside Elementary School. We're really, really blessed to have both our high school, Lely High School, and our elementary school, Parkside, here with us
I
today.
think that's appropriate because I don't think any amount of words can properly thank everybody that has already been thanked. But more importantly, our commissioner, beloved Donna Fiala. Welcome to she's my secret girlfriend, by the way.
You hear that, Sharon?
Thanks for everybody for coming out on this great day, and we're celebrating today the long-awaited 18 years in the making community center coming into this park. It's named in honor of a fantastic lady, our East Naples Commissioner, Donna Fiala. Donna has been not only the champion of this community center in this park, but she's truly been the champion of all the parks and all the facilities in all the parks in the entire county. Regardless of the district, she makes the tours, she pecks on people, and she gets things done, and she gets improvements made. I think beyond just her love of nature, she has qualities that have made this a success. She's diligent, she's persistent, and most of all, she's a stubborn lady. And eventually she does get what she needs to get. This community center was constructed and designed and constructed to serve not only this community, but every age group between pre-K and seniors. And I know that as the word spreads and people start to come here and see the programs and we get it fully staffed, this place is going to boom. And I can see it happening, and it's going to happen very soon. So, Donna Fiala Community Center will be a lasting and well-deserved tribute to her and her tireless efforts for the residents of Collier County and especially East Naples. One other note, somebody mentioned it's very hot here. I have a solution to that, and it's called a swimming pool contest. And the Parks and Recreation Advisory Board and Commissioner Fiala are not going to let go of that bone until we get a pool built in this park. Thank you very much.
If I may present a champion of our community, a champion of children, and a champion of Parks and Recreation, Commissioner Donna Fiala.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, here's another commissioner, Penny Taylor. Penny, raise your hand. I'm so glad to see you here. Thank you very much for being here.
And first and foremost, because I'm all about kids anyway, as you well know, I had 5. And 4 of them are here. Plus a couple grandkids are here. So I'm going to name them off.
My daughter was wiping her brow thinking, oh, mother, don't do that. My daughter, Debbie, and her 2 children sitting on either side, Carly and Jason. But thank you for being here. Yeah, they take off work to be here. And my son, Donna Fiala, who also works for EMS. Hopefully you never have to see him on duty, by the way. And his girlfriend, Jamie. My next daughter is Sherry. Sherry, raise your hand. And I have another son around here who I threatened not to come over. Oh, there he is, fanning himself in the back. See that cute-looking guy with the flashing mischievous eyes? That's my son, Bob. And I said, do not come over here. And he came over anyway. He lives in Fort Lauderdale. It's kind of an interesting job for those guys that like to know this. He works behind the camera, and he films the Heat, the Dolphins, the Marlins games. And right next to him is Sherry's son, Alex. Alex, how are you? Oh, all these kids took off of work to be here. I told them not to do that. Well, they don't listen, I guess. Jennifer Edwards, our supervisor of elections. Thank you for being here, Jennifer. Thank you. All the way from Marco Island. We have a huge contingent of Marco Islanders right here, and one of them that I want to mention in particular is our city manager of Marco Island, Roger Hernstadt. Roger, raise your hand. Thank you. Thank you.
And right next to him, you've got the fire chief, Mike Murphy. Good guy, Mike Murphy. Also in this audience someplace is Lieutenant Jay Mulholland from the substation for the East Naples Sheriff's Office. Ah, there you go, Jay. Thank you for being here.
I would just love to name everybody from Marco Island because they had such a long drive. I'm nervous. Can you tell that I'm nervous? But just raise your hands, Marco Island people. You're all so wonderful. Look at, oh my goodness. Diana, all of you, thank you for being here. I really thank you. And speaking of long drives, we've got a couple other long drives. Bonnie Brooks, raise your hand. She's for Vineyards, and Dwight Richardson. You're I don't know how far out you are, Dwight, but he's coming back to be in our community shortly. He's going to be moving into the Arlington. We've got so many wonderful people here. I wish I could name all of you because I know everybody, which is nice. But I won't take you through all of that. I so appreciate Parkside being here today. Thank you, Tom. It was really nice of you to be over here. And for Lele High School, gosh, that was nice of you. You guys sounded wonderful. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you. Thank you. Osmond and his staff. Osmond, raise your hand and your staff. There you go. These guys take care of this park, by the way. They make it look beautiful, and Osmond has done wonders with it. And I'm so proud that he's here with us. Miguel, Christian, stand up. Miguel and Christian, they are the heads of the excuse me if this thing is falling, so I have to adjust it, of the soccer teams here. He has hundreds and hundreds of kids coming, and he has it all so organized. Thank you for being here today. I appreciate that. Thank you. There's so many others I could just name, but I just wanted you to get a flavor of this area and tell you that it's been a long time coming, and it hasn't been easy for some reason. But as you possibly noticed, there are no parks around here. We only have one park that has a community center at all in East Naples. It's a very tiny community center, and it's up on Thomason, right? None of the kids here can get to Thomason because they can't drive. Many of the parents don't even have cars. So they can only get to someplace they can walk or ride their bikes. So this community center, which by the way is the only community park in the entire Collier County area that didn't have a community center. It's the only one. And so it was desperately needed.
And so finally it's here. I'm hoping that it's so bursting with children to see this back space back here that looks kind of empty. I'm hoping that fills in with the rest of the building so that we have plenty more rooms for these kids. Right. That's another goal, by the way. And then the swimming pool, which needs to be over here. These kids don't have a place to go for swimming. They just can't get to other pools. So that's our next challenge, our next goal. And I think we can make it. With support like this from our staff. Oh, it's so nice to see you, Anne Marie. Thank you, Steve. It's so good. Everybody, oh my goodness. Maria Repkin, she's all the way down here from Everglades City. Took her an hour to get here. Anyway, I shouldn't get onto all of that stuff. I'm just so happy to see all of you here. I really appreciate it. You've known our goals. You can see why. We've got, right in this area, we've got Naples Manor, we've got treetops, we've got trail acres, we have 4 habitat whole villages. They're not just little places, they're whole villages. And none of these kids have a place to go. Now they will. And I'm hoping to see this place booming real quickly. I won't take any more of your time because either it's hot outside or I'm very nervous and I'm sweating. One of those two things. I know there's a lot more things. That's Rondi and Brian, and I was going to say Rondi because that's their names combined together, which I call them all the time because they're always together. Anyway, my assistant, by the way, the guy over here holding the camera, that's my assistant, Mike Brownlee. And somewhere in that crowd, I saw my last assistant who moved on up the ladder to Veteran Services.
Alexandra here?
Yeah, Alexandra was here. Where are you, Alexandra? I don't know if she's still here or not.
She left.
She left? Okay, but she was here too, and it was so nice. Okay, with that, folks, I'm not going to keep you here any longer, although I know there's plenty more to say. You don't want to hear it from me. I'll just move on, okay? Thank you again for being here, all of you.
No, we can share.
Son, up here. Son, up here. Yes, son.
Thank you, everyone, for making this happen. Thank you.
Thank you.
Did you go to class? No. What did you? Did you? Aren't you afraid?